Hi everyone. I want to do a couple of YouTube videos on various graphics cards from the late 90s, early 2000s, maybe some older video cards as well. But what I'm more interested in is around experiences that people have had with their video cards and the differences between them at the time in terms of mind share and cost and price and compatibility, and not so much about the raw benchmark figures. So I'm not actually going to do any benchmarking of video cards in this. It's more going to be me rambling about my experiences with graphics cards from the period. During this time, I was very much into computing hardware. I subscribed to PC User, PC Power Play, and a few other computer magazines that were popular in Australia. And look, I'd say my computer knowledge at that stage was basic, better than average, but not where it is now. So a lot of the things that I read in magazines, for example, judged or led me to believe things that may not have always been true. And I think one interesting example is with PC Power Play. They were more targeted to the mainstream PC user, not really tech enthusiasts. But this magazine, I had a subscription for a long time. And you've got things like this article where even though in the majority of the benchmarks that even they show in their articles, they still list the 3DFX Voodoo 5 being faster than a GeForce 2 GTS, which is clearly not the case. Obviously, there are some benefits of the 3DFX card over the GeForce 2, including full screen anti-aliasing and glide support. But it's just interesting to see. Now, this was a particular one came out in July 2000, so it was really a preview of the video card. But yeah, they basically say in expandable in 640 by 480, it is faster than GeForce 2 GTS. And really testing at that resolution on that video card is silly anyway. You're looking at the speed of the CPU, and it looks looking at the drivers as well. And the 3DFX drivers may have been more efficient than the NVIDIA ones. I'm not sure about that. It's a guess. But as soon as you up the resolution, you can really see quite quickly that the GeForce 2 is a lot faster. But during this period, I didn't have much money. I had a computer with a Pentium 133 and a TNT2 M64. That later got upgraded, but I always used to really want some of these high-end cards. And the two that I really wanted was the 3D Prophet 2 MX, which is this one here, and the 2 GTS, mainly because of the color, but they also they did rate fairly well at the time, and they were not particularly expensive. So over that period, I have collected some of them. Neither of these cards I had back in the day, but I'm definitely glad to have them now. So this is a standard GeForce 2, not a 200 or a 400. So it's 32 meg, and it's the 3D Prophet. So that's quite a nice card. I think, realistically, you'd probably want to put on some cooling on that card. But I always really liked the design of them, and they performed well and were well built. This is the GeForce 2 GTS Pro. Now this card is definitely one of my favorite, and I've only just recently purchased this from the UK, and it's a fantastic looking video card with TV out. There are a few different models of this one. This one, you can see it's got the chip on the back, whereas some of the earlier models had like daughter or riser cards on them. So like, for example, in this video, they looked like that. The reason I really wanted to collect a GTS Pro was I actually did have a GTS Pro from, I think it was Pixel View or something like that, the brand. And I had it as an upgrade from my, I actually had a GeForce 2 MX 400. It had some weird issues with interference, and so I returned that card, and I had it for about 6 months, I think, and returned it and got a full refund, and ended up purchasing a GeForce 2 Pro, which was fantastic. And that's part of the reason I actually got this card. The Pro back in the day didn't run the memory at the full speed. That was a fairly common thing. It ran it slightly faster than the GTS, but not at the full speed of the Pro. So I believe that the Pro should run the memory at 400 megahertz, whereas I'm pretty sure that the Pro I had was 366 or something like that. So really not a huge step up from the GTS. But for me, it was actually a very big jump up from the GeForce 2 MX, and it was great because I had originally got the Pro with a Duron 800, and then I ended up using it in a Pentium 4 2.4 gig, and I was getting about 5,000 3D marks in 3D Mark 2001 SE. So that's pretty impressive for a GeForce 2. So yeah, look, definitely some of my my favorite cards. Really good quality, really fast cards. The MX was great for 90% of users. More like a 800 by 600 kind of graphics card, but still even that could do Quake 3 and a lot of the games of that era very nicely. But the GeForce 2, definitely, I used it longer than I should have. It really should have been replaced, but didn't have the money at that stage. So yeah, definitely holds a special place in my heart, basically. So great cards, and I think that in terms of collecting them, look, the GeForce 2s, I had a quick look on eBay, and eBay really in Australia is the only place to easily get retro computing hardware, and eBay is expensive. It's not good value, but you can still easily get a GeForce 2 for $30-40, which is great. Whereas a card like this, basically you can't get them. I think I paid €80 or £80 for it plus shipping. It was not cheap to get this here, but worth it for me because I've always wanted this card. But yeah, look, I think if you are looking to collect some cards of the era, definitely a GeForce 2 MX is great. It has the 4X AGP, and yeah, good cards. So that's just a quick sort of look back at some of the video cards that I used to use. I'm going to do a bit of a comparison between various video cards, and we'll see if anyone finds it of interest. Thanks. Bye.